You're listening to the Epically Geeky Show, a place for all things geeky.
Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 34. I'm your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question is, do you prefer going to the matinee or the evening showing? Cyrus Martin.
Oh, wow. Always matinee. Always. It's cheaper. There's fewer people there. You walk out and there's still daylight. You can still go do shit. Yeah, matinee is pretty cool.
Good deal. Lanie?
Money-wise, obviously matinee, but I actually really like to go in the evening. I like to go to like super, super late movies.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I love going to super late movies because there's something about like a movie theater at nighttime. It's like time has totally stopped. It's like you're in an alternate reality. And I like to, yeah, and I like when you leave too, like when I was in high school, we would always go to super late movies and then we'd go to like IHOP or something for.
Oh, yes, I remember those days.
I love doing stuff like that, so I still like to do cool stuff like that. But yeah, so I kind of like it at night.
You ever go like to one of those super late movies and you notice like kind of a weirdo guy and then you see him at the IHOP later?
Yeah, actually that has happened once and it's creepy and I don't like it.
His name is Cy.
Yes.
Aww.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where do you come down on this? Do you prefer the evening showing or the matinee?
I'm with Lanie. I like the later the better. Give me a late show. There's usually less people at that one, but you also the problem with the matinee is if you go into the matinee, you might be getting kids that.
Oh, there's always children.
And they like the other day we went to one of the shows and I was getting kicked in the back of the seat and it's like God, just stop doing that, kid. So yeah, no, I'm a late show person.
Gotcha, Chris. Where would you rather go, matinee or in the evening?
It depends on the movie, and if the kids are with us, then I'd rather go to a matinee so that they're not getting to bed late. And Quinn's got a thing about the dark, so if we've watched a movie and it's either scared him or whatever, and he comes out and it's dark, he is not having any of it, and he's quite scared. So that's not fun. If it's just Ray and I or friends or whatever, I actually don't care if it's early show, late, whatever. I really don't care.
Good deal. I mean, honestly, to me, it's kind of like whenever I can go is what I can do, but. I prefer the matinee, mainly like we were saying. I think Cy said at the beginning, for price wise. I understand the money. The movie theater has to make its money, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But it's like I'm seeing the exact same movie. In fact, I even like if I can, I'll even go like the very first showing, like the 11 o'clock a.m. showing, because usually that's like their early bird, and they even have like even cheaper movies then. And that's kind of the same thing you were talking about, the super late movies. You tend to get fewer people. The same, unless it's a kids movie, tends to be the same thing for the early showing. At the 11 o'clock, I mean, on Saturday and Sunday morning, there's usually not that many people there, and I'm like, good, I can have the theater mostly to myself, and I don't have to worry about a bunch of idiots. So,
That's true.
Speaking of movies, that is part of our topic for the night. Everyone's done this thing, and there's actually been a couple of TV shows or a couple of things throughout time. I think the biggest one I always remembered was Sex and the City. It was the thing of, well, which one are you? Or are you a Samantha? Or are you a whatever?
Carrie or a whatever.
Exactly. And kind of the offshoot of that, but I mean, people have been doing this forever, is, if we were in the movie, who are you? Well, and then and they've done this in other movies even, like, dude, I'm obviously Batman. No, I'm Batman. You're obviously my Robin, whatever. That's just been a thing that people have done, over time. So I thought we'd actually have a little fun and kind of do that this evening. I put forward a couple movies, and then pretty much everyone else threw in some other movies in there as well. So we're going to go through a list of movies, and we're going to decide as a collective group who would be the best fit for this. Now, that being said, it's hard not to completely separate personality and physical traits from this, but I did tell the group, try to shoot more for personality. So, if we have to do some gender swapping on this, that's perfectly fine. But I have a feeling, looking at my list, I probably picked a few people just And I don't know, maybe I was just thinking, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go through and discuss it. And the first movie we're going to start with is an all-time classic. People have been arguing who would be who in this movie forever, and that is the original Star Wars trilogy. Would anyone like to put forth, you don't have to put forth all of your picks, but is there anyone in particular who you'd like to start with? Maybe either a member of the show or character from the movie?
Can I go ahead and throw one in there?
Sure, absolutely, go for it.
I'm going to go ahead and nominate Rudy as our Jar Jar Binks.
The original trilogy.
Oh, whatever.
Well, just a heads up, Chris may have picked
I
some.
don't know enough about the Star Wars universe, so I had to pick new ones too. Sorry.
Okay.
That was the only one from from any of the new movies. If that makes you feel better.
Okay, we'll keep it there. We'll go ahead and stick. Who did you have? Who did you have Rudy pinned down for, Chris?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
You're giving him a lot of credit.
Wait, no, I have a reason. Only because he's not in it a whole lot.
Oh, nice!
Real quiet
That's why.
during the episode.
Wow.
Oh God.
Seems like a cool guy, but he's not here.
Okay. On that note, can I throw in my one for Lou?
Okay, now hold on. Cy, who did you have Rudy pinned for?
The Rancor.
Oh my God! I said Rudy was clearly the Emperor.
Oh,
Clearly
you're
the
not wrong,
Emperor.
Okay,
friend.
first of all, Ray has Rudy listed as Randy because he forgot his name.
You stop right now. Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
kidding. He kept saying, so for Randy, I have this like name of
For
Rudy.
Randy.
I know it's rude. Anyway,
No, he didn't. He didn't know.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we have
for
Jar
Randy-
Jar Binks, Boba Fett, the Rancor, or the Emperor.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was Ray?
Wait, though. Ray's going. What is it?
I don't know his name, but it's the guy that gets his arm cut off in the first movie.
Oh my God, the guy at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. I like that.
All right,
I'm into it.
Let's go for that.
we're going for the guy at the bar who
Yeah.
gets his arm cut off.
Well, he's famous, but it's. I do
You
like the
best
balloon.
watch
Oh
yourself.
my God.
All right, I'm putting it down. Guy at bar. All
Guy
right.
at bar with no
Guy at
arm.
bar.
Should we start with Lewis? For Lewis, I put down Lando.
Really?
I put Lando.
No,
You know-
Lando's too smooth.
Yeah, Lando's pretty
bartender.
smooth.
I think R2D2.
See, I had someone else pick for R2. But go on. You think R2. What, Lanie, thoughts?
I said Greedo because he's not here a lot.
That's a good one. I forgot about Greedo.
Greedo.
He's not here to defend himself either.
Because he's like there and then poof, he's not.
I don't know.
Hilarious.
I don't know about Greedo.
Ray,
I was very proud of
As a
that.
bartender.
the bartender.
Oh my God.
Don't serve your kind here.
Of course, he's around alcohol. So.
Oh, we're such assholes.
Chris?
Did you have any
Oh,
thoughts?
yeah, I have Finn. Finn at the beginning of the movie because he kind of doesn't know what's going on and he's just sort of,
Wow.
he's trying. He's trying.
Oh my God.
And he wants to save the day. But he keeps
I'm gonna-
grabbing Ray's arm and she doesn't like it.
I'm going to throw my vote behind Greedo.
I like Greedo.
Greedo.
I said Greedo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going horribly. Okay. All right, now we're just to, well, except for Jay. Jay's not here quite yet. He should be on here shortly. All right. I'll just go and I'll go ahead and throw my name out there. Any thoughts on me?
C3PO. 100% C3PO.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
See, I didn't go that way.
Neither did I. We picked the same one.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Oh, that
You
was
had me
my
as
other
Obi-Wan?
one.
Yeah.
No, C3PO.
I had
Why?
I couldn't-
Okay. I understand C3PO. Why Obi-Wan?
because you're like
kind of the
all-knowing.
head dude.
You're the head dude,
Yeah.
and you kind of lead the way for everybody else.
Yeah.
Podcast.
You have all of the information, Eugene, and I'm just like studying under you, like learning to be a Jedi. I'm a
Oh
young
my God.
Padawan.
You know what? We gave Rudy, the dude at the gets his arm chopped off. We give Lou, Greedo, Eugene. You can be Obi-Wan.
Yeah, to be like I said, I really couldn't decide for Eugene's, and so I'd literally have Obi-Wan Kenobi / C-3PO.
There you go.
Okay.
See?
I had a feeling y'all were going to put me down as 3PO, but I wasn't sure.
Oh,
So.
of course we put you down as 3PO.
All right. See, I was kind of going a different way with this, but all right. So, what about Cyrus?
I have Han Solo for Cy.
I did too.
And that's a
Lando.
high compliment coming from me.
Well, hello.
I did Lando just because
You did Lando.
Lando's
Okay.
good.
hear me
I'll
out.
take, Lando's good too.
That's
I'll
good.
take that.
He likes playing tricks, but you
Mhm.
know, and he in the end he'll play along and he'll do the right thing.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
I
I'll
like
take-
that. I like that a
Chris?
lot.
Oh, I had Poe.
Oh, Poe Dameron, that's a
Ooh.
great one.
'Cause he's
Damn, Cy, you got some good picks, man.
Mhm.
I'm a gangster.
Yeah, we like our Cy.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I liked Han, but Lando, I'm kind of getting sold on Lando.
And
I
it was
do
only
too,
because he's a
actually.
trickster.
All right, we're going to go with Lando.
I like Lando.
Behind Lando.
I love
All right.
that. I love that. Thank you guys.
Good pick.
All right. Anyone want to volunteer next?
Now, I will say I had Lando picked for Jay, but I like it better for Cy.
I think
Okay.
Jay is Chewbacca.
No, that's not who I went with, Jay.
No,
No.
me neither.
I had Vader for Jay.
Ooh.
Vader.
I
can
had
see
Yoda.
that.
I had Yoda for Jay.
You had Yoda for Jay?
He says some cool. He says some
He
good
does.
stuff every once in a while.
You know what? You're right.
Underrated.
Jay is Yoda.
That's not a bad pick, actually.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
You're right.
I'm good with that one.
I like
on
the
Solo,
idea
but,
of him like sitting on someone's back in a swamp. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
that would
visual.
be Jay. He's a,
Yeah.
the dude. Anyways, I thought.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, now, when you said Chewie, that was one of the first ones I picked, and I picked that one for Ray.
Me too.
No, that's fair. That's good.
And then it's not just because of the size thing, because I know you're a big guy. It's just you seem very loyal. You very, everyone loves you. It's just like,
Yeah,
and
like-
everyone loves Chewie. So
Ray's funny and he's lovable and he's nice and he's really loyal and yeah, that's why I had Chewie down for Ray too.
One of my favorite things that I grabbed when I was at Disney World is Send in the Wookiee. I got a T-shirt.
T-shirt.
I love that.
I'm absolutely okay with that pick.
yeah, that was an easy pick for me. That was one of the easy ones. The other two I had to think about a little bit. Any thoughts on Kris? We'll start with Kris.
Okay.
Ooh.
I again could not decide for Kris. And I know again we're supposed to do original trilogy, but I had it split actually between Poe because I would totally fly in any ship that Kris was flying.
Oh,
Okay.
And then I actually had her down for R2 because she's like always down for an adventure and she always has like the quick-witted comments back.
That's exactly who I had her down
Yeah.
as too. It was R2, and not to mention she saves the fucking day.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Would
because
you have
R2 is not messing around.
Sai? What'd you have for me?
Well, I don't know. I think the R2 thing is pretty intriguing, actually. And it is a little difficult to. I mean, nah.
Yeah.
You're gonna say it's difficult to understand her? Is that what you're gonna say, Cyrus?
No. I was
outta
gonna
here.
say. I was gonna say it's a little difficult to start throwing around imagery of. Like, who else would she be, right? So I was thinking, well, maybe Leia. But I was like, I don't know.
No, I want to give Kris more credit than that. Although I love Leia Organa, I want to give Kris more credit than that.
I agree. I don't know. Leia was an ass kicker, and Leia.
Yeah,
was,
she was, and she was way tougher than her big old crybaby brother.
She choked the fuck out of Jabba.
Oh yeah,
you
she
know.
did.
But that was where I had a problem, actually, because I was like, I don't think she would be down with wearing a metal bikini. I think she would be like,
Nope.
there'd be a bunch
Hey,
of.
if I had the body before kids, I totally, I
Okay.
totally would have.
And she'd be just as pissed as Leia was.
Wait,
See, I had for Kris, I had Yoda, and it was because she does say some profound stuff sometimes, but I love this. When she was born, her ears stuck out just a little bit,
Oh my
and
god.
she was called Yoda, and she was adorable.
I was a baby.
Oh,
That's
I had a
awesome.
I had a big bald head and my ears stick out. So. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had a cousin that like his ear, he had a bald head for a long, long time. It took him a long time growing hair, and his ears like they look like car doors open. And
Yeah.
he looked like Dopey. We all said he looked like Dopey.
I picked Maz Kanata Ferrer. That's
Yeah.
one I picked for you.
Actually, it was,
Oh, I actually like that.
yeah, I liked it too. Yeah.
All right, Lanie.
Oh no.
I'll go first for Lanie.
All right.
Okay.
Only because this is a badass character, and I went with
Oh,
the
that
one.
makes me happy.
I picked Ray because she's badass in every way.
Yeah.
So
I think
Eugene
I would
second.
think like the Minox from the asteroid.
Really?
Really?
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
See,
Get out.
I had Leia down for Lanie, and
I did too.
I do love Leia.
For-
Yeah,
and-
she's pretty badass.
and yes, I mean in retrospect, yes, she does not get all the credit she deserves, but you know,
Neither
because she.
does Lanie.
And Leia was mouthy. Lanie's mouthy. They both have
Lanie-
I
sort of-
wasn't going to say
Nothing
mouthy,
about
but I was going to say speaks her mind.
Oh
yeah,
no, I'm mouthy.
That was the main reason.
I'm mouthy as hell. That's for sure.
So
mouthy
yeah.
can have more than one connotation. Okay,
that's true. That's true.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I think Leia's a good pick for Lanie. So,
Mhm.
Lanie will
agree.
take it.
well, we didn't have a Luke, so but
No,
there it is.
you know
We didn't
why?
have to.
Because Luke is the biggest drama queen in all of the galaxy.
Oh,
yeah, I don't really like Luke.
Yeah.
See, I was afraid y'all were going to put me as Luke just because
No.
a lot of it, like,
No.
I didn't. I was
No.
like, I didn't know how y'all were going to go with
He's
this.
a big
Obi-Wan.
crybaby, and he gets upset, and then he goes and hides for like a billion years, and wants everybody to follow him.
wow.
I just,
Critters.
I don't have time. I don't have time for Luke sometimes. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, well, let's move on to the Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
All right. Tell you what, we started with Rudy. I'm looking at my list here. We'll just start. You know what? No, since they're not here, we're gonna go ahead and start with Louis and Rudy again. This time we'll start with Louis. Any thoughts on Louis?
Orc 1.
See, I totally went with just like the main characters. I wasn't even thinking about like extra stuff. So that's awesome.
Treebeard or whatever.
Treebeard.
Yeah, I put myself as Treebeard.
Okay, I had Boromir for Lou
Who?
because he dies.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
But also because it's a Sean Bean character, and Sean Bean's characters never live.
Yeah, they're always off the show.
They
quick.
never
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
is
and-
that?
never there at the end of the movie.
And if you think about it, he got drunk with power.
Yes.
Lou gets drunk
Drunk
for
with
real.
alcohol.
So
That's hilarious. All right.
I think I
think-
had them down as like Feely and Keely. I think for like both of them.
Louis and Rudy?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Forgot about
Yeah, that was mine.
oh, we all know who Rudy will be, don't we? It's pretty obvious.
Go ahead and
I
say
think.
it, Cyrus.
Oh, Gollum.
Absolutely. That's exactly how I had him down as well.
I had him as Orc 2.
But instead of like the one ring, he has like a packet of spark.
His story is a tragic one. You must remember that. He is worthy of your pity.
I hope he doesn't listen to this episode, and I totally want to do like just a very quick rudimentary Photoshop of Gollum with a packet of spark and send it to him,
Oh,
because I bet he's gonna be like, "Yes, it is the precious,"
My
and be like, "Yep,
precious.
there you go."
I went a totally different route with Rudy.
What did you think?
Well, because he's a jock, so I picked Legolas.
Oh,
God,
I could
no.
actually see that.
No, there's no
Because
way.
he's a jock. I went
The
for the
jock
era when he
aspect.
bounces around.
You can never ever let that happen.
I don't know Lord of the Rings very well.
I don't either.
don't
I
know
will
Rudy
say
very
that.
well.
Okay.
I know him well enough.
Just went with the jock theme. That's what the whole
Okay,
thing.
I gotcha.
I did have Legolas down for someone else.
I
I
did too.
had somebody else too.
Who did you have Legolas down for, Lanie?
Okay, I was really bad at deciding. I kind of wanted to have Cy as Legolas because I wanted Jay to be Gimli. Because they always have that like constant back and forth.
Okay, Jay is obviously Gimli. Like,
Yeah.
does anyone debate that?
No, he's Gimli
Yeah,
through and through.
I
I
picked
agree.
I
yeah.
picked Jay as Sam.
Oh.
That's not That's a good
no.
pick. I actually originally had Lewis. Like I said, I just went with main characters. So like I actually, and because I had Lewis as Sam just because of other things. But
I had Jay as Gandalf.
Jay is Gandalf.
Because he likes
Ooh.
it, you know. He's like, you shall not pass.
You
fuck you know,
shall
that kind of thing.
not
You know
pass.
what? I support that. I think Jay
And he
should
just
be
wanders
Gandalf.
off and does whatever he wants.
Because see, I said Cyrus was going to be Gandalf.
Nah, I think Jay is Gandalf.
Jay is Gandalf, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that. I can get behind that.
I'm fucking Saruman or whatever.
Sorry, Cy, we didn't pick you for that.
No.
All right, so back
Aw.
back to Legolas. I had Chris as Legolas.
As did I.
Did you? Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes,
can I
did.
change my answer, please? I'm raising my hand. Y'all can't see me, but
Yeah.
For Chris as Legolas? Is that what you're saying?
yes,
Yes.
I
Yeah,
second
absolutely.
that emotion.
I had,
Why though?
Well,
Because you're a badass, and again, you've always got like a quick remark, and
Yes, I
You're-
agree.
you're very like gallant, but not like
Oh,
in the
dear.
classic knight way. I don't know, like
So
you're gonna go to bat for like what you believe in.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Everything she just said, I agree.
and you're like, you're pretty, but you're also kind of,
You got-
hardcore.
And you've got great blonde hair. So.
There you go.
I don't anymore.
Oh, it's not blonde
I
right
don't
now.
anymore.
Oh, what color is it?
It's mermaid.
Even better.
Wait,
Want
what
to
is
see?
what is that exactly?
Yeah.
show you.
Is it like aqua?
You guys, I just want Chris to be like my baller Canadian big sister. Like,
Here.
I'm afraid you two can never be brought into the same space.
No, but Lainey, I had for you and me. I had Mary and Pippin.
oh my god! I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, because we're a hoot together.
Yeah,
So-
because duh.
See, but
And I pick Mary because I eat all the time.
That's
and
fair.
I had Mary and Pippin as Cy. He kind of embodies both of them. Where he's got your remarks and he's got his stories and he's smoked.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good. I like that. That'll work.
I love that.
Okay, so who is Cy?
I said Mary
Mary
and Pippin together.
Both. Dual casting.
Okay.
Awesome.
Play off
Every-
himself.
Every actor wants to play two parts. This is awesome.
All right. That leaves Ray, Laney, and myself.
So I had Eugene as Gandalf. Again, that leader, but that was.
But we
I
decided
had
that
you-
would be Jay.
Yeah, I had Eugene as Sam.
Oh, I love
Aw.
Sam.
Poor
You're
Eugene.
so sweet. You're so
I
sweet.
love Sam. Yeah, I had Eugene actually down as Bilbo Baggins,
Oh.
which I don't know how good of a pick that is, but I was like Eugene
You know what?
is very sorry.
I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt.
Please do.
Eugene, I think, would be the king of the horse lords. What's that guy's name? The guy that he's possessed at first, and then Gandalf frees him, and
Oh,
then
that dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because we had to drag him back to this fucking website.
Really?
And now he's like hardcore, and he's
Gonna kick ass.
to the death, and yeah, that's pretty good.
I
Yeah.
like Sam.
I like Sam.
Welcome.
Sam. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Laney.
He's got a good heart, and I think Eugene has a good heart too.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
like that.
My original pick was for Sam, and then I looked at Jay as Sam instead, and then. But
No,
anyway.
Jay's Gandalf.
Jay's
Yeah.
Gandalf,
So
for sure.
let's do that then. I would
Okay,
say
that's fine.
Eugene is Sam.
All right, Laney is.
Pippin? No, I don't know.
Oh, I know. Lanie is the Witch King.
Good.
Good.
Wow. Down, bitches.
I went with Arwen.
That's who I went with too.
Ooh, I actually had Chris down for Arwen, but I appreciate that.
Well, who's the other one? The the other chick.
Erwin.
Erwin was badass.
She was badass. Yeah, Erwin was pretty
She was a beast.
Yeah.
Either
I'm
would.
good. I'm good
Either
with
would.
either.
I was gonna say, I feel like Chris and I are both like, yeah, we'll take literally either.
Yeah, right.
We're good.
Either is a huge compliment.
All right. Well, any thoughts on Ray?
Oh,
I had Aragorn.
So did I.
I had Sam or Aragorn for Ray.
You're so noble.
He really is very noble.
He is very noble. He always does the right thing. It's super annoying.
It's a huge pain in the ass.
It sometimes is.
Wouldn't that be Treebeard though, if you really think about it?
See, that's what I said for myself. Was I was Treebeard.
You tell stories like Treebeard, though.
Exactly.
Yes.
I take forever to tell
They
a
go
story.
on and on and on.
My story's going forever.
They do.
I kept trying really hard to find somebody that I could cast as Radagast because he's my fave, but I just couldn't pin one down, man. He's Gandalf's brother. He literally he like runs through the forest like with a sled.
Is it the
that's,
brown
like,
wizard?
He's pulled by like bunnies and stuff. He's my fave. I love it. Him and Sam are like my two favorite characters.
We're talking the movies, okay? We're talking
He's
the
in the
movies.
He's in the movies.
Movies.
Really?
That's how I know it.
He's in
Yes.
The Hobbit.
He had a
yeah.
very short part in the movie, and then he had a much larger part in The Hobbit.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the
I
Hobbit.
love
gotta see
Radagast.
You didn't see the Hobbit movies?
No, I haven't.
They were
watched them.
so good.
Dude, they are good. They're definitely worth watching.
Damn it. Okay, I'll watch them.
Chris hated them.
Really?
Well, no, they were visually beautiful, but they were really boring.
That's how Christy feels. Well, she doesn't even think they're beautiful. She just thinks they're boring as all hell.
I liked them a
Well,
lot.
the reason she doesn't like them is because she has that stupid TV set on that smooth motion bullshit, and everything looks like a soap opera.
No, the reason why she hated them is because she didn't bother seeing the first two, and everybody was going to go see Return of the King, and she's like, I guess I'll go. So, of course, she didn't know what the fucking was going on.
Oh, well, yeah.
Chris
I
played the
didn't-
first trilogy, but there was the Hobbit that Chris didn't
I
enjoy,
couldn't do
so.
that. The Hobbit.
I didn't think I was gonna like any of them, and we started with The Hobbit, and then we did Lord of the Rings, and I freaking loved it.
That might have been a better way to go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I had never seen anything, and so Parker was like, "Why don't we do?" Because he's read the books like a bunch of times, and he's like an encyclopedia. So he did The Hobbit. He knew I'd like The Hobbit because it's a children's book.
So,
So-
question, just a quick side note before we move on to the next movie. When I go to show the boys, when they get old enough to start watching these, should I show them The Hobbit first and
Yes.
then The Lord of the Rings?
I
Yes.
think that would be better for
I
the
don't know.
story.
They're going to get bored with The Hobbit.
No, I think they'll
Yeah,
like
but the
it.
Hobbit would probably be easier for them to get into because Lord of the Rings got a lot of like war scenes
Dialogue
and a
and
lot
stuff.
of battles and stuff.
Yeah, I think
You're going
I'm
to
kinda
scare
thinking
them,
that might be-
dude. You're
That
gonna
There's
might-
lots
yeah,
of
it's
like
probably the other thing.
dragons and
Sure, with either.
dwarves and all kinds of good stuff in The Hobbit that they'll really like.
The Hobbit's
ju-
less intense like that.
Yeah, I'm saying that too because The Hobbit appealed to me more, and I do have the same movie taste as a 7-year-old. So
I'm surprised
All right.
Eugene hadn't tried to scare you too. Then, sheesh.
I know with Darth
up.
Vader ruining childhoods.
I did not ruin a childhood. They still enjoy Star Wars. Fuck yeah.
I know
All right.
they gave me a whole speech about how Darth Vader is really a good guy, and I said, "Yeah, I know." You
They're
boys
like,
don't know the half of
They're
it
like
yet.
starting to cry and shit. Like he's good. You're like, no,
Yeah.
he is good. They're like, we want him to be good. No, he is good. Daddy made us watch the bad movie.
I don't know if I've talked to y'all since this all happened, Chris and Ray, but if not, I'll explain it. I'll explain it afterwards. All right. So moving on. Moving on to the next movie on the list, and this is the one that Jay actually put forward, and that was The Avengers. Once again, I mainly when I cast this movie, I actually looked at it and I did just like good guys. So I didn't use any of the villains, but I mean that's kind of up to the group. So I'm just saying when I reveal my picks, that's who I went with or whatever. So and speaking, so I'll just go ahead and get started. Starting with Rudy and Louis again. I had Rudy as Hawkeye.
So did I.
I
had
had
Lewis
Lewis
Hawkeye.
as Hawkeye. Yeah.
I had Lewis Hawkeye. Yeah.
Cockeye.
Hawkeye.
Sorry.
All right. The reason I had Rudy as Hawkeye is because I put Lewis down as War Machine.
I put Rudy down for Quicksilver.
Yeah, I picked up Quicksilver as well.
Jock
For Rudy?
I
I
put
kind of like that.
I put Rudy as Ant-Man.
That's not a bad pick though for his personality.
He's a little guy.
I didn't even
Little
see
guy.
that. All right, thoughts on Rudy?
Oh God.
So I kind of picked Hawkeye because he's not really the main character. So in this, he's not really showing up.
Right.
And
I picked him just because he's kind of like.
Oh, you know who Rudy should be?
What was that?
That agent that dies in the first one.
Oh,
Colson?
Yeah.
No, I really like Colson. Colson, that is not Rudy's personality at all.
No,
but
it's not.
but he's not in the other ones.
True, but
Colson.
So yeah, I don't know.
What?
Well, I was gonna say the other one that you could pick for either of these guys is Stan Lee, because he pops in, he says a little bit.
Oh
and
my
he
God,
leaves.
no! Rudy is Stan Lee. Rudy is Stan Lee, 100%. Because Louis doesn't even pop in anymore.
You know what? And when Rudy's in, he's usually not on the same page. So
Nope.
yeah,
He's there for 5 seconds and then he's out.
I agree. Rudy Stan Lee.
all right, I'll third the vote. All right, so Lewis is going to be Hawkeye, or
Lewis's humor really does remind me of Hawkeye.
All right.
I can go with Hawkeye for Lewis.
We also picked things because we don't really know them very well, so it was just characters that weren't
Right.
know a lot about.
They weren't around a lot,
That's why we picked them.
I love that.
All right. I'm just gonna roll up the list here. Ray, thoughts on Ray?
Captain America.
I like that.
That's what I picked because you always do the right thing. You are a good guy, and you just fair is fair and right is right, and that's how it works.
See, I thought Ray was Thor.
Ray would be a great Thor.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking too.
Always
Thor.
popping in with a funny comment when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he's like super hot.
He's very cordial.
Thanks, Cyrus.
I could see Ray throwing like a cup of coffee on the ground, like demanding another. That would be. I could totally foresee it. Yeah. That's like how you ask for seconds in Canada, though, isn't it? Like that's just.
That is.
Yes. Canadian tuxedo. You just
When you're in a restaurant,
I always
when you guys come over, and
I always think of Ray as like a lumberjack, and they have axes, which is sort of like, hammer.
Kind of like a Molineer. Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go. Thank you.
All right, Chris.
I had Wanda Maximoff.
I have Chris.
For Chris.
Okay.
Sorry. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Scarlet.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I have her as Loki.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's because I'm a smart ass. There's a reason
She's a
behind
smart
that.
I was gonna say
And she's,
Loki.
See, I had you down as Black Widow.
See, for me, the whole Loki thing is that she's very observant, and so when because that's what Loki has to do. He observes everybody in the big picture, and so when Chris is out in public, she's always looking at what everybody's doing and kind of observing everybody that way. So, and I think if she could pick one of the characters to be from that, I think it would be Loki because he plays the tricks on people all the time.
I like
I
that.
like playing tricks on people.
No, but you would if you
could
get away with it.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I do have to say, going back to some of your previous answers, like would you rather have like invincibility or invisibility and other things, you specifically said to mess with other people. So
Oh, that's a good point. You're Loki.
yeah.
Loki is low key a good answer. So.
There you go. All right, thoughts on Lanie?
I had Black Widow for.
See, I had Scarlet Witch.
Ayo.
See, those are great, and I'm going to have to explain my answer a little bit. I had Ant-Man, because there is no better picture than in when Ant-Man is meeting Captain America. He's like, "Wow, you're Captain America. That's awesome!" And just totally caught up in the moment and so happy about being there. I kind of picture that as Lanie.
I'll take it. I also love Paul Rudd, so.
Oh, who doesn't love Paul Rudd? God, he's
Yeah, he is in like the best
doesn't
way. No.
Cy,
is ageless.
thoughts?
They're kind of selling me on the Ant-Man thing.
I like that.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll go for that.
All right, I'll jump behind that. We'll do Ant-Man.
Yay, lady!
I'll take it.
All right, Jay.
Hulk.
I had Jay as Loki.
Yeah, I had Bruce Banner, specifically Bruce Banner.
I had Hulk.
Mhm.
That was super. Like that was one of the other ones that was like super easy.
Bruce
All right,
Banner.
Cyrus.
Ultron.
Watch the world burn.
I had Iron Man.
I had Iron
I
Man
did too.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Do that one.
and that's because of the sass.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh,
had
that's sad.
Cy as
You said-
Iron Man. Now
Yeah,
the
you
reason.
you said Sass, right? Not.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
one of the reasons I had him down as Iron Man is because when I asked Christy, I said, "Do you see me? What role do you see me as?" And she said, "Captain America," because you're
That's
always
what
doing
I
the
said,
right thing.
too.
And I thought, yeah, that kind of fits in because I mean, Cy and I are good buddies, but
Yep.
on a lot of things we are like we don't necessarily like butt heads or necessarily have like opposite opinions or something, but we do fall into this natural competitiveness with each other, especially like on video games and stuff like that. And I thought that just kind of was there. So
I like
You know
that.
what? I picked you guys as those two roles for that exact reason as well. I have Eugene as Captain America as well.
I would say Eugene totally thinks he's Captain America, but he's actually that robot, the
Vision.
Vision?
The Vision?
Vision. Yep, because Eugene always has
Fuck
a
you,
way
motherfucker.
and analysis or everything.
See, man.
See, I was just thinking my rule followingness is probably one of the other reasons. So
Yeah, I'm still good with Captain America.
You are 117% correct.
fuck you, motherfucker. All right, so this next one was,
God.
and I'm definitely, like I said, I just kind of once again I had to do a lot of research on this one, had to look up a lot of characters, and I mainly with main characters. But the next one that was suggested was Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
So I guess let's start with Lanie, because I thought this was probably one of the easiest ones.
Uh-oh.
I have Tonks.
That is a huge compliment.
I have Ginny.
Oh, that's an even... Y'all are nice.
See, I had Hermione.
I had that two-headed or three-headed dog.
Fluffy.
Fluffy? That's
Yeah.
Fluffy.
The Shoeburist.
Fluffy.
Here you go.
My only problem with Hermione is that, no, and it's no offense, Lainey, but you don't
Oh.
take me. I don't see you as the hard nose. Okay, I'm going to be following the rules 100% of the time.
Yeah, I'm definitely... I have the know-it-allness of Hermione without the constant rule-following,
Which
like,
is
all
why
the time.
Which is why I picked Tonks.
I like that. I do have a weird fear of being in trouble, but that's different. I
All
like
right,
that.
anyone want a second, third of that one?
Who's Tonks?
Tonks is the
Nymphadora Tonks?
she can change her look, and she's she makes goofy faces with it, and
Change
She's
your hair
new.
change her hair color, and
Part of the orb.
Kick your ass, too.
but
Yeah.
she'll kick your ass at the same time.
Is there like a particular scene that I would remember Tonks from?
There was like a Christmas dinner or something like that where she's
in the
making
order
a
of
duck
the-
face, and
Yeah.
Order of the
She's-
Phoenix.
She's sitting with everybody at the table, and she's amazing and perfect.
Oh, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
How dare you? That's okay.
All right, moving on to Chris.
I had Nymphadora Tonks for Chris.
Oh, okay.
But I'm really bad at deciding, and I couldn't decide between Nymphadora Tonks and Molly Weasley
Aww.
because she's such a
Molly
because she's such a good mom,
Aww.
and
See,
she
that's
like
who I had too.
she makes her home so like warm and open and
Aw.
just is constantly loving on her kids and her family and like welcomes everybody but at the end of the day, like again, if you come
I
and
always
like
pick-
if you try to fuck with her kids, she'll kick your ass.
see, but you're not gonna like my pick then.
Uh-oh.
See, the other reason, real quick, Ray, before you say anything, the other reason is because you specifically said you'd love your house to look like that, and I thought,
Like
okay, well,
the
that's what
like the
it is.
burrow.
Yeah, like the burrow. I always pick
Professor Trelawney.
for me.
That's a good one.
Because I'm horribly awkward most of the time, and I'm just a space cadet.
That's what I was actually thinking.
There you go, buddy. Trelawney.
All right, then we'll go with
But I'll
that.
take Molly Weasley. I think that's pretty cool, too.
I think that's a pretty good one.
So which one are we going to go with, Weasley or Professor?
Personally, it's Trelawney for me, but you guys, this is your show, so.
I'll back
My
you up on the
Lord.
Professor. Cyrus?
I like that. I like Trelawney. I
All
think
right,
that's
guess
cute.
what? We got 3 vote here, so we're going.
Okay.
All right. We'll hit Ray up next.
I have Sirius for Ray.
That's
Sirius
what I
Black?
had for Ray.
Yeah, Sirius Black.
That's what
Ooh.
I had for Ray, too.
Yep.
Again, that's a high compliment, my friend.
I had Hagrid,
take
but
it.
He keeps
Sirius
he
Black. I like
was
that.
Hagrid one year for Halloween.
I did
Oh
play Hagrid,
my
yeah.
God.
But I've always Sirius has always been one of those characters that I find is misunderstood by his family, and yeah, I kind of I'm good with it.
Good deal.
I feel like y'all have the same kind of humor too. Both very like gallant and
They're
Doing
they're
the
very
right thing.
gallant. And
We actually changed up. We didn't go with these 2 at first, so we'll start with Lewis.
Professor Quirrell, because he's there and then he's poof gone.
yeah. I had Seamus.
Oh, that's a really good one
I had
too.
Seamus, just because things blow up a lot. I don't know. I just thought he was funny.
I had Crab.
I think I know who you had as Goyle then.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God.
Anyone you want to throw in there, Cy?
Nah, I think I'll know Harry Potter a lot better than I do.
Yeah, me
Maybe
too.
just a little bit.
That's okay, Si.
Okay.
All right, so who are we going to go with on Lewis?
I don't know.
I don't either. You should be here to help decide.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to Rudy, and then we'll come back to Cy.
Okay.
Goyle.
I had Goyle. I knew it. I had Gilderoy Lockhart for Rudy.
What was that little?
Oh, that's a good one.
I do like that one.
What was that? What was that little creature that was like?
That's Dobby.
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 No,
I knew you
that's
were going to say
too.
Dobby.
Dobby is so
No.
noble and perfect.
Oh well, then never
Because
mind.
he's a little house elf.
Yeah,
See,
and
I had
Dobby.
I had him
has
as
some
Malfoy.
self-esteem
He's-
issues.
He should be that snake. That
Nagini?
The giant snake.
Yeah.
Nagini?
Yeah.
No.
I had him as Malfoy.
Nah, I don't think he's that.
Oh, I had him as Woods because of the.
Oh, what's that one guy that turns into a rat or whatever?
That's
Oh,
Draco.
No. Who
Oh.
turns
Oh.
into a rat?
No, Scabbers. It's
Yes.
oh god damn it.
What's his
It's
name? We just watched the
Wormtail.
movie tonight.
Wormtail. Wormtail.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh god.
that was exhausting.
I know. My brain feels like it just hiccuped 1,000 times. Oh. Ugh. We're
That was
really
hard.
bad at this, fam. This is not good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like I
who?
said,
I like Gilderoy Lockhart. I like that
Lockhart.
one.
thanks.
I like
Yeah,
Lockhart.
I'll take Lockhart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt right.
Yeah.
All right. Have we figured out Lewis yet, or we need to go on?
Let's move on.
What?
She's like, I remember one.
Let's move on.
Ah,
All right.
whatever.
Whatever.
All right, so that leaves Jay, Cy, and myself.
So for Jay,
Okay.
I put
Put
Neville
Neville.
Longbottom.
Neville.
Oh.
And my reason being is that
He's kind of had a rough go of it a little bit as of late. And everything
everything
kind of,
seems to go
kinda-
wrong.
and it all just nothing's kind of going right now. And that's
Everything you're saying, I'm just like, yep.
Get stupefied in the common room.
Yep.
He breaks his arm falling off a thing
Oh.
castle.
The car won't start. He
Start.
can't get the truck to go to get his
Trevor
car.
keeps getting
He
loose.
lost, everything happens to poor Neville. His parents are crazy,
It's
They were
awful.
cursed. So yeah,
All right.
we thought
Neville did do the best job growing up, though. I'll give Neville that.
he was.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's a really sweet guy.
And that's the end. Like in the end, he does the right thing and
He's a great guy. He's
Yes.
very important.
Yes.
All right, for Cyrus.
Albus Dumbledore.
I said Fred and George.
I said Snape.
I said Harry.
Oh, Harry would be actually a really good one.
I think so.
Why Harry?
Well, because he's a bit of a smartass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's just really good at what he does, and he's a good guy. He's just nice, but he's not afraid to go tell somebody to, fuck off if they're bugging him.
Well, and Cy will do the right thing even if it's not the easy thing.
Yes.
He's like the reluctant hero, like Harry.
Yes. Yes.
See, I said Snape because I can just see him like talking to smart-ass little children that way.
I could too.
Yeah, that too.
I could too. Roaming the halls at night.
Exactly.
And misunderstood.
A little bit, yes.
Turns out to be a really good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
Everybody,
Snape, every time.
I'm good with
Breaks my
Snape.
heart every time.
Okay.
Snape is the most badass character. So
He's a great character.
Pardon me. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to say Snape.
Yep.
I like Snape.
All right, so that leaves me.
I said Hagrid for Eugene specifically because Hagrid's always kind of like taking on a lot of like extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Norbert and like teaching the magical creatures class and taking care of his brother, the giant.
I will so fucking take that.
Yeah, and so like he's always like taking on all of this stuff and he like runs out of time to like it reminded me of Eugene and all of his projects.
I say Voldemort.
He's such a dick. All right,
Okay,
Severus, sit down.
Why Voldemort?
Because he wants all the power for himself.
Fuck you,
Oh my
motherfucker.
God. Oh, I had another reason too why I picked Hagrid for Eugene. Is because whenever like the trio like has like a problem, especially Harry, like he usually goes out and talks to Hagrid because Hagrid is very warm and kind and will usually sit there and talk to him about it. And you can do that with Eugene too. He's got like a big heart and he's always happy to let people come in and talk to them. So.
And I have a horrible memory, so that most of the stuff that people tell me I immediately forget. So
Accurate.
that I'm just like, you can vent and it won't go anywhere. I promise.
Because I'm not going to remember to tell anybody later.
That's exactly right.
Or that he forgets that he's not supposed to say something.
That too.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Definitely not have said that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if anyone else can say anything. That pretty much sums me up as Hagrid.
I love it.
Alrighty. So that moves us on. Okay, so this next movie, if you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth, I posted last night that I had homework to do for this next movie. This one was put forth by, I believe, Lanie, and it is Empire Records. So for the first time in my life, I watched Empire Records.
Up your shirt, and it changed your life, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it changed my life. It was a good movie.
Changed mine.
It was a good.
But you understand us better now.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
'cause
feel
it's
like
funny
you
because-
see into Chris and I much better.
Yeah.
The entire time I'm sitting there I'm like, okay, there's that line. Okay, now I catch it in reference. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's right.
I was only able to pick like 4 people out of this, maybe even only 3. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to lean on y'all for opinions on this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with Lewis.
Burko.
Oh, I have Rex Manning.
Can I ask why?
You're so sexy, Rexy.
Oh, Rexy. You're so-
Just cause.
I have this really good picture in my head of Lewis in the purple top.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna third it, Rex.
I love it.
Rex.
Oh, Rex Manning Day.
All right, going on to Rudy.
Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell. Yes, I forgot that character. I had to look it up for a second, but yeah, Mitchell.
Too. I was
Mitchell,
like,
you're
what
getting
the heck?
screwed.
Mitchell. Oh, so good.
I picked Mark.
Oh, I had somebody else pick for
I had
Martin.
Gina. I had Gina.
For Rudy?
I don't know. Nobody here would be a Gina.
But
No,
you know
that's
what's
the
really
other thing,
funny about picking Gina is that's like the literal like polar opposite
Is
of Rudy, and that's
Yeah.
why I love it.
Okay.
You know what? We're gonna third it. We're going with Gina.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Let this be a lesson. You need to show up.
Yep.
Let's start with me because I'm interested. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay,
Joe.
I have a
Okay.
specific scene for this one. Sorry, I keep jumping the gun on this one.
I
but-
know, I love it.
Okay, so I picked Joe. And
Joe.
I picked Joe because not only is he, the leader on this whole thing, but I could really see him, if he's getting really frustrated with us or with the show, he's going to go off to a drum kit and just bash the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
That's
and
what I
all
thought,
of us
too.
fucking weirdos are going to be standing outside of his office playing
Yeah,
along.
dancing around.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have to walk away from situations from time to time whenever I
Yep.
get frustrated with it. So yeah, I that's actually what I had for myself as well. I thought it was like,
I could see you looking through your doors and just screaming like, "God damn it, Lucas!" So you know.
well, speaking of
Oh.
Lucas, that's what I had as for Cyrus.
Hey, me too.
Really?
Which was today.
Damn the man.
The comments that
Baby
came from him, I'm like, that would be Cyrus, like just knowing exactly what button to push on me and just going.
Yep.
Yep.
Which, hang on a second. Cy, have you watched this movie?
Nope.
There
you
you
need
go.
to,
It's very of the '90s. I will say that.
which is why it's so perfect.
Yeah.
Has a great soundtrack too.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Has a
really.
fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah, it had a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on Jay? I had no clue. No clue at all.
Eddie.
Warren.
Oh, his name isn't fucking Warren. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
could see him
that.
as Warren.
See,
It
and
isn't fucking
just,
Warren.
again, just because of all the shit that he's going through, I put Deborah.
Oh, poor
he
Deb.
would-
Yeah,
He
Deb.
would be a good Deborah. And we would have a makeshift funeral for him and sit around and say nice stuff.
Yeah.
He
And
would.
the way he's I could see that. Deb's a good
Deb's
Deb's a
good
good
one.
pick.
Deb's
Yeah,
good.
he has smart-ass comments a lot.
Yep. He's bald.
I like that. He's bald?
He's bald.
There you go. All right. Thoughts on Lanie?
Oh, no.
Okay, this was hard.
See,
It
no,
is
I,
hard.
I picked this one because of the
Oh, we have the same one.
yeah, I just because of the characters' love of different things and love
Art.
of love in general. So AJ.
AJ.
Oh, I love that.
You just
I
see
like
you
that a lot.
gluing quarters,
Quarters.
I
down,
would go
on the
quarters
floor.
to the ground.
and then
I
somebody's
really
trying to
would.
pick them off, and you're like, don't try to understand my art. Just
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Don't touch my
Yeah, I can
art.
see that.
I love
I
that.
am who I am.
And
I was gonna
and
say, and I
romantic.
would fret all day long about telling somebody I love them and repeatedly ask Eugene how I was supposed to do it.
And then
Oh.
come up with 1:37 is an exact time.
Yeah. By 1:37 today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
Chris, thoughts on Chris?
Yes, thoughts on me. This
Could
would be-
not pick
Eddie.
one. I love Eddie.
I picked Eddie for myself too.
Okay. I couldn't pick between Eddie and Corey. If you
Okay.
could infuse those two characters, that was the thing. I was like, she's not like totally one and she's not totally the other. So if you could like infuse those two characters, I think it would be perfect. But definitely more Eddie than Corey, because Chris will just like come out with something totally like insightful as fuck, and you're just like, what? It's
See,
amazing.
I thought I had Jane, and the only reason I said Jane was
I love
because
Jane.
she'd be like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I quit."
I love Jane. Jane would be a really good one.
Just fuck you in this whole situation.
I'm good with Jane.
Jane is.
I like
So we won't go Jane.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
we may have to go with Jane. She's just no bullshit taker.
I cannot believe I actually got that argument. All right, cool.
There you go.
And that leaves us with
Proud of
Ray.
See,
Mark.
and I picked Jane for Ray because he's a lot like that at work where he can only take so much, and then it's like, fuck, okay, I'm done. I'm out. I can't do this anymore. You're
I
like
like
that.
that.
Not here, but you're
Hi,
like
Molly. I believe that. He
Yeah,
has to
yes.
be, otherwise someone's going to Homer Simpson the
He's
place.
got enough patience, and then just that one moment where somebody just, it's too much, and then he kind of.
So who are we going with for Ray?
What did you
I
pick?
said Mark because he's a big sweetie.
You've never been that big of a spaz, though.
No, not
No, but I'll
definitely
take it.
not that big of a spaz by no
You're not.
means. Also, I think it would be really funny to watch Ray eat eat space cake in front of a TV watching war.
That I made for you.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
exactly.
yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, because Eddie makes that. Yeah.
But you're Jane now, so.
Oh, I know I'm Jane now.
Oh God.
Well, we can change it. I mean, we can go back.
No, it's fine.
we're good.
No.
Oh my God.
Alrighty.
I love it.
Now this last one, I actually broke into 2 different categories. I didn't quite have enough characters to fill everybody. That was the only issue with it.
Whew, this was a tough one.
Yeah, so because I actually did 2 rosters for this one. I did Batman heroes and Batman villains because I could actually see us as each a different villain, and I could also see us as each a different hero. So I mean, it's up to y'all however y'all want to do it.
I had mostly villains because I am an asshole.
I had mix of both.
Okay. Well, we can just kind of. Okay, so let's just start with Rudy. Thoughts on Rudy.
I had
Riddler.
I had Harvey Dent.
Robin.
I had him for the good guys. I had him as Robin. For the bad guys, I had him as the Scarecrow.
I had
Oh.
Louis the Scarecrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, not knowing a whole lot
See,
about
and I had Louis as Riddler for the bad
Really?
guys. So actually, if you flip that, I kind of like that better.
I had Lou as Batgirl.
I had Lou as Slipknot because of the new Suicide Squad movie, because he's only there for like a second.
Oh my God. By the way, did you ever see Suicide Squad, Lanie?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, let's see, Parker and I talked about it for 3 days afterwards. And then right after we saw the movie, we went out and got pizza and talked to all 3 of the waiters that came to our table about it.
Perfect.
So, and we're still having multiple conversations about it. We'll
Yes,
discuss.
I'd like to have some conversations with you about it because I'm
Lanie has a lot of opinions.
Yes, there are a lot of opinions out there to be had, is my understanding.
Yes.
Okay, so thoughts on Rudy? Do we want to just say a villain and go with that?
Sure.
Or
Robin is really funny, though. Robin is super funny. Sorry. Just thinking of Rudy in a Robin outfit.
that would be hilarious.
We're talking about the Batman universe, or
Like I said, I actually did it as 2 different roles: good guys and then a bad guys roster. But we can do it a mingle of either. So,
okay, if Rudy's a villain, then he's gonna be the Penguin.
Oh. There you go.
Danny DeVito. Nicely done.
Running around in the duck boat. Oh.
A plan is forming.
I'm going to put him down as the Penguin / I'm like Lanie. I can just see him trying to fit in this fucking Robin suit going, this is bullshit. This is goddamn bullshit.
I'm a man.
These shorts are too little. I love it. I love it.
Okay, on to Louis. I like the idea of Louis as Scarecrow.
I do too.
Yeah, that's good.
Thoughts? Anyone else?
No,
I like that. Like I said, mine was just a smart-ass one. I was like, oh, this guy's only in the movie for literally a minute and a half.
Okay.
That's why I picked Batgirl, because she's in
See?
the movie for like the last half of the movie, so
And that's it.
that's it.
All right, since he was just talking, let's go ahead and move on to Ray. I had Ray, like I said, I had 2 rosters for this. I said if Ray was going to be a bad guy, he was going to be Two-Face. I said if he was going to be a good guy, he was going to be Alfred.
See.
Well, I had Commissioner Gordon for Ray.
Oh, see, that would have worked really
The
too. I thought
commish.
about him as Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
Too.
Commissioner Gordon. Yeah.
I like that. I like it. I like Commissioner Gordon better.
Yeah.
I do too.
Thank you.
All right. Chris.
I couldn't decide between Catwoman and Ivy.
Those are the exact ones I had picked. I had as
Poison
a good
Ivy.
person, Catwoman; as evil would be Poison Ivy.
Yeah, That was exactly the issue I was having, because I think I liked Catwoman because Catwoman has a lot of like really good redeeming qualities for a quote unquote villain, and like, you know, deep down, like she's really kind and she's really cool. But like Ivy, she's a total smartass, at least in the comics and everything, you know. So, but yeah, I had that one.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I think
Ivy for sure.
Any other comments on that one, Cyrus?
Very astute observations,
I lean more towards Catwoman on that.
Really?
Selena
Yeah.
Kyle.
Just like badass, you know, ass kicking, does what she wants, you know.
You're making good points.
Ivy's like that too, though.
Well,
I also thought Ivy because of the whole
You know what?
getting back to nature thing.
Maybe the Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my pick.
that's a very good point. Okay, Ivy then. You're right.
Ivy's
I
very
picked
concerned
Fox.
about that.
I picked
Yeah.
Fox for me because he's kind of like he takes care of Bruce Wayne Enterprises and just lets Bruce focus on being the Batman, and that's kind of like how I am as a mom.
Ooh,
So I take care of everybody, like in the house and everything like that, and then Ray goes off to work and just does that.
to be Batman. That's
To be
important.
Batman, to be
No.
the commission.
To be
Plus, it's
commish,
Morgan
yeah.
Freeman. I thought that was cool.
Plus, I love that.
Plus Morgan Freeman. But
I like that a lot. Oh my god.
All right, so thoughts on Lanie?
Oh no.
Well, I picked Selena for.
I had
Lanie.
Selena
I had
as well.
Selena.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yes, I liked that one first.
See, I had Batgirl / Harley Quinn.
That is very nice, Eugene.
The only reason I picked Harley Quinn is just because I know you love her so much.
I do love her, and there are parts of me that would love to be like her, and other parts that don't want to be anything.
And that's exactly, yeah.
And that's why I stayed away from it, because I was like, oh yeah, no, Lanie's Harley Quinn. And then I'm like, no, but there's...
Lanie
maybe
loves
some-
Harley Quinn, but Lanie looks at some of the stuff Harley does and goes, ooh,
Maybe
I don't know
not.
about that. I don't know about that, friend. I'm not jumping into a pit of acid for anybody,
There you
so...
Which is why I went with the new Selena, like the one
Hell
played
yeah.
Anne
by
Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway Selena.
That's a good Selena Kyle.
Yeah, I'll go with that one too.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Hey now.
That
was
is
a
a
little
batshit crazy
off her
one, but I love it. Yeah, she crazy, but in
Oh,
a
yeah.
great way.
Yeah. All right, Jay.
Captain Boomerang. Sorry.
That's awesome.
That's actually pretty funny.
That is. I had Bane just because Jay's jacked and.
I did too.
Dude, Jay is Jack.
But the other reason is because, you know, a lot of people, you know, Jay, granted, you know, we know Jay's smarter than he likes to gives himself credit to be. And, you know, like Cy says, in the you know, in a lot of things, in a lot of portrayals of Bane, he's not that smart. But, like, you know, like the cartoon and some of the other stuff. But in the comics, like, he was a fucking genius. And, like, he's come up with some shit that I'm just like, how did you come up with that? Like, you say you're not doing a lot of prep for the show, but you're obviously doing a lot of prep for the show. Like, you have to be, because otherwise, if you're coming up with this shit off the cuff, then, you know.
Yeah, Jay will pop up with something that's insightful as hell.
And that's why I picked him as the Riddler.
He'd
Well,
be
that's
a
not-
really good Riddler.
I gotta go with Bane, and it's because Bane's weakness is the damn juice. You know what I mean? And Jay will sabotage himself. Like he'll be doing really well, everything will be going great, and he'll go
Look
a
at the
little.
hot peppers out of there.
He'll go. No,
Make a terrible pizza.
he'll work out just a little too hard,
There
Yeah.
you go. Yep.
and then rips his arm off, and you know.
Yep. All right. Thoughts on Cyrus?
Batman.
Batman.
That's right. Where's Rachel?
Batman.
I said-
See, I originally had him as Commissioner Gordon.
I had him as Deadshot.
Ooh.
And that's because you're wrong.
Get out of here.
Because he's...
Mostly because I could see Jay, like,
Batman.
being really a huge sarcastic asshole and being like, do you know how to give, like, a pep talk to somebody? And, yeah,
Hey, Lanie.
get out of
See-
here.
Nice jacket.
See,
Fucking dick.
I see Batman and Iron Man a lot alike, and that's why I picked
Yes.
Batman. because-
That's a good point. That's a
For
good point.
sure.
I also thought he might be the Joker.
Oh, there
Oh.
you go.
Which Joker?
That's the thing. See, I'm thinking Jack.
Jack's
Yes,
Joker.
Jack's
Yes.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see him being Jack's Joker, just like, no, he wasn't completely off his rocker. He had a plan. He was just like, yeah.
Which is very much like the Leto Joker as well. So.
Yeah, is it horrible, too, that whenever I think of, like, my Joker, I think of Mark Hamill?
Oh, no, that's absolutely who I
No,
think is
that's
my Joker.
absolutely acceptable.
Yeah. It is. It's always Mark
That
Hamill.
laugh is still one of the best.
Yes!
That laugh is just insane.
That
Yeah.
was the Joker that I, like, compared all the other Jokers to, because it was my first Joker, so.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've seen it pop up on Instagram several times. It's like pictures of all the live action Jokers, and it was like literally like, Jack was like, I can't remember what the first. I think it was the Trickster was the original 66, and then the gangster, the criminal, the insane, and then it was Mark Hamill's as the Joker. Sorry, this is the Joker. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But all right, thoughts on me.
Alfred.
Alfred. I said Commissioner Gordon for Eugene, but.
And see, I said Alfred, especially the newer Alfred, because he's involved, and he's the behind-the-scenes guy, getting everything all ready, getting everything done so that Batman can go do his job.
But he calls Batman out on his shit.
And he calls Batman on his shit, yeah.
That's why Cy's Batman.
I say Hugo Strange. That's what I think.
Strange.
Just the
I
Mad
thought for
Doctor.
sure you were going to say Mr. Freeze. I just knew you were going to say fucking Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
Nora.
Freeze. Good God.
I must
Mr.
save you,
Freeze
Nora.
is low-key one of my favorite villains, though.
Cosplay-wise, Mr. Freeze is a fucking badass cosplay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it is.
All right, no, I will take Alfred, especially the new Alfred. I fucking love the new Alfred. Okay, well, we can either do one of two things. We're getting close on time. We can go ahead and wrap it up with our picks and pans and move on. But I actually had another movie that kind of I was thinking about. I didn't know time-wise, if we needed filler or whatever for tonight. Do you want me to throw it out there, or do we want to save it for another time?
Yeah, might as
Well,
well throw
you've
it out.
already
All
teased
right.
it, so you
Yeah.
might as well
Yeah,
throw it
let's
out.
get it out.
All right, so I was thinking the absolute classic movie, Clue.
I've never seen Clue.
You've never seen Clue?
No.
See, you
Stop
gotta
what
give
you're doing right
Chris
now
a chance
and
to...
go watch Clue.
Yeah, I'll be back in 2 hours.
Then tell you what. Why don't we? What were we gonna say, Cy?
I love that scene in Clue when he goes, Rocker! And then she goes, Professor Scott!
Get out, Cyrus. You're such a
Janet!
dick. Damn it, Janet.
I love you.
You're such an asshole.
Anyway, tell you what. We will come back to this one after you've seen the movie. So.
Okay, I'll watch
All
We
right.
should do
Oh,
like a live
yes.
show of Chris seeing it for the first time.
You know what? We know what we need to do. We need to see if we can figure out. We need to get together. Of course, it's already hard enough trying to get together to do the show. We need to figure out a way that we can sit down and watch certain movies together. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a solution for that. We can talk about it later.
Alrighty. All right, so I guess Skype date it is. All right, so
Yep.
let's move on into our picks and pans for the week. Would anyone like to go first?
I have a pan.
All right, what you got, Cyrus?
Moving.
Yes.
It's the literal worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a reason they call taking a crap a bowel movement.
Mm-hmm.
Moving.
It's a lot of fucking work,
Yeah, it can be actually.
and it's full of shit.
Oh my God, it's not pleasant.
No, it's
No.
not. No, it's not. Like, I'm hoping that Christy and I maybe make one more move in our lifetime, and that's it. Like, yeah, because moving sucks. Sucks so much.
No way, no.
I hate just having to move offices. Like, yeah, but your entire household and everything else, yeah, that's garbage. So, yeah,
That's my
completely understand
number
how
one
that would be.
reason. Moving is my number one reason for not taking a job at a different school. I just don't want to move all that shit.
Yep, it's understandable.
No, moving sucks. We've been through it a couple times.
Oh yeah, no.
So,
I don't want to move anymore.
I'm going to jump in with my pick. Two quick things. Number one, the Atomic Geeks did their last episode a couple weeks ago, and I wrote in and actually got my letter read on the episode.
Right.
And they, I made some little comments about the show. So if you by chance are coming over from the Atomic Geeks and listening to our show for the first time, welcome. Hope you enjoy the show. We do a format much like theirs. So if you are coming over, definitely, drop us a line, let us know what you like and stuff. Go back and listen to our other episodes. I think you'll find a lot of similarities, and you'll find, this can be a good home for you if you're missing that part of your heart like I am now. So my other pick is my wife and I have started watching, and I know we're behind on this because everyone's been fucking talking about it, but Stranger Things on Netflix is so good. It's definitely a little more horror / sci-fi than I was kind of originally expecting, but like the settings are just dead on. Like the intro is just like, it looks like it was the only way I can tell that it's not an original 80s show is because it's in widescreen. Like otherwise, like the intro, it's wonderfully done. It's very well cast. And what's funny is, and I've heard some of the comments I've heard is there's some characters you may start watching and you're like, well, I don't really care for them, and as the show's going on, you're like, wow, I'm actually starting to care for them, and like I'm starting to root for this character, which is always a nice thing in a show. But yeah, it's Stranger Things. Like I said, I know I'm kind of behind on it, but like literally, I got on the Google Hangout for to start the show like a few minutes late because my wife was like, we have to watch one more episode. And she was even threatening to go on without me. So who knows? Like it's 11:30 where I'm sitting right now, and who knows? She may even be up for another episode before we go to bed. We'll have to see. So yeah, that's my pick for the week: Stranger Things on Netflix. Lanie?
I want to watch that, and I'm so behind. So my pick this week, I have two. I'm going to try to make them fast, though. So my first one is Frank Ocean came out with his newest album last week, and I've been listening to it all this week. So Frank Ocean's Blonde came out, and it was awesome and beautiful and a total fucking masterpiece, which everybody knew it was going to be, and I love it, and I find new songs that I like on it every day. So if that's what you're into, definitely go check it out. And then my other one is I do this thing when I'm really, really stressed out, which school just started, so I've been going like 150 miles an hour for the last few weeks. And one of the things that I do whenever I'm really, really stressed out is I watch really terrible reality television. So I would like to preface this next statement with the fact that I am a smart person. And
debatable on what it is you're about to say.
Shut up. I am a smart person.
Oh.
I am a good person.
You've been watching the Kardashians.
Hang on a second. Are you convincing yourself right now?
No, I believe it. And I am 100% a person who believes in feminism. However,
You've been watching the Kardashians.
No, I do watch a little Kardashians, but I've been watching the Real Housewives franchises.
Oh no!
I know. I can't. It's a disease, and I can't help it.
You bitch!
I know. I am literal human garbage.
We may have to get you an intervention.
I know. In all of this that has happened, I stumbled upon a new podcast that I really, really like. And it's literally a recap of the episodes with two people that I actually find super funny. One of them is Casey Rose Wilson. She played Penny on Happy Endings. She's hilarious. She was on SNL for a while. Yeah, she's my Shiro for sure. She's amazing. So she does it with her friend Danielle, who's a comedy writer, and they're hilarious. They have a ton of episodes. They do like live shows and stuff. They're amazing. So, but yeah, the podcast is called Bitch Sesh, and it's amazing and hilarious. And I think they watch the shows for kind of the same reason that I do. Like they know it's terrible, and that's what they talk about is like how ridiculous these women are, and it's awesome. So, yeah, that's
podcast. your vote for the podcast. That sounds awesome. Like that sounds like that could be fun and
It is
intriguing.
so funny. Oh
The
my
shows
God,
themselves
it's so
I can't
funny.
get behind, but it's your pick. So
That's fair. No, you shouldn't get behind them because they're terrible.
okay,
It's awful.
cool. Ray, pick or pan for the week?
I've got a pick. It's an upcoming pick, and I can't wait to talk about it because we will not be on the next week's show, but we are going to be going to Fan Expo in Toronto, which is kind of like our Comic-Con up here.
Yay!
Aw,
Mark-
yeah.
Mark Hamill's going to be up here.
Oh my God.
Stan Lee's last appearance in Canada is going to be up here. William Shatner is going to be
Christopher
there.
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, you
There's-
bitch.
Damn.
I know.
This lineup is awesome, and I can't wait.
Nice.
That's awesome. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Can you meet Shatner and call him the Shat for me, please?
We will do
Sure.
our best.
Thank you.
Lanie, I think Shatner's going to be at Austin Comic-Con.
Is he? I can't call him the Shat to his face, but I feel like
But you're going to hire someone else to do it.
no. But I feel like if Canadians do it, he won't get mad.
No, he'll probably get
he
mad.
identifies more with Americans. I think.
Damn.
I think he's been through enough.
I'll tell you what, if y'all do it, I'll do it, and then it'll be a conspiracy.
If we do it, we'll try and video it too.
Please
No, I
do.
don't think we're gonna. Oh man,
Shatner will be at Austin Comic-Con.
We'll
there
do
you
it.
go. So you.
Oh, yeah.
I
When
have
is
like
that?
no other reason to meet him.
Austin
than to call him that.
Comic-Con, I'm looking, is September 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Sam Jones, Sebastian Stan, Danny Trejo, Dean Cain, Bruce Campbell, and William Shatner will all be there.
Danny
They're not-
Trejo is still a thing.
Yep.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah.
No,
shut
no,
up.
I don't dislike him. I'm asking.
No,
I
no,
didn't-
no. No, you shut up.
You shut up. Oh my God.
Tell us how you really feel, Cy.
Yes. All right, Chris, what's your pick or pan for the week?
I have a couple of picks and a pan.
Uh-oh.
So this week, Logan has been growing out her hair, and she's wanted to dye it for a really long time. The deal was you can't dye your hair till you're in high school. So we struck a deal with her that if she donated her hair to the Cancer Society, that she could dye her hair. So Tuesday was the big day. She got 8 inches cut off her hair, and then got the ends of her hair dyed blue. So she was happier than a pig and shit on that one.
That's awesome.
And then just this evening, we were watching Harry Potter. We were watching The Goblet of Fire for like the 18th time. And the kids, I had signed up for Pottermore and done the sorting test, and it turned out I was in Hufflepuff. And we were like talking about, oh, which would I be in? What would I be in? What would I be in? So I found a quiz. And so we sat down, me and the kids, and did it. And it was just really cool to see what their honest answers would be, because they're old enough now to make those kinds of to figure out what they would answer, and it was just really cool, and felt like I got to know the kids a little bit better, and Logan was in Gryffindor and Quinn was in Ravenclaw, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then was it last weekend we saw Pete's Dragon?
Oh, yeah.
So we saw Pete's Dragon with it was last week.
Yep.
With the kids and my niece, and we're like, because that was the only movie we could go see that was appropriate for the kids. And poor Quinn, oh my God,
His heart broke.
his heart broke like a million times for that movie. I don't know how many
Aw.
times he cried. It was very dramatic. That's my pan. It was so dramatic. And my poor little guy, who's like trying to do deep breathing so he's not having a hysterical, ugly cry through the song.
Oh.
That is just so many highs and then just really bad dramatic lows. Like,
He's an empath, so he feels hard.
he feels
and dear
everything,
God.
and he just was like, and I'm like, are you okay? But he's like, I'm fine, I'm okay. And he's just like really upset through the whole movie. And then I asked him at the end, I'm like, babe, did you like them? And he goes, it was really good. I'm like, are you sure? Because you cried through most of it.
Well, at least he wasn't like, yeah, it was alright.
No, but
Yeah,
he
so
was.
you know, like the Han Solo scene, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
It was
It was
like
like that
that
for, like,
the
the whole
whole
movie.
movie.
Oh,
Damn.
jeez.
Just
Oh, see,
dramatic.
I don't think I can do that because the original is not that sad.
It's
No,
so
the
it's
original
not
is-
so much sad as it's
Hang
just,
on a second. Have you seen the like
The new
original
one?
Yeah, she's a Disney.
recently?
Not for maybe 3-4 years.
Okay, so go watch the Everything Wrong with Pete's Dragon, the original, and dear God, it is horrible.
Yeah. It's not the greatest. That was one of those movies that came on TV when I was little, like all the time.
Yeah.
How dare
A
you?
lot.
Oh, no, you need to go watch it.
Okay, I will.
Yes.
No. You don't understand. We are well aware that the 80s had bullshit. This does not justify criticism. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I am revoking your 80s card now.
Okay.
Sure. If that's what does it, sure.
If you wish to be reinstated, you must go through a several step process, and we must be confirmed by at least 3 members of the show. Sorry.
All right, I'll go talk to Lanie, Cy.
I was gonna say, I think we got it.
Okay, fine. One of those members has to be me.
Okay, so there's going to be a tribunal now? Is that what you're saying?
Apparently.
The next episode.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, actually, that's not a bad idea for an episode. All right, so that's it for our show this week, ladies and gentlemen. If you would, make sure to, wherever you listen or watch the show, please make sure to give us a 5-star rating, whether it be on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Music. You can also watch the show, the video version, on YouTube. Of course, it comes out on every Tuesday. You can find the show at Epically Geeky online. You can also find it at Epically Geeky on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Where can we find your personal adventures online, Cyrus Martin?
Well, sadly, I have lost some of my public profile. I'm not being attacked as severely these days, so it's harder to find me, but I'm still available at videogamevirus.com, or just go to YouTube and look for Cyrus Martin. You will find stuff.
Yes, stuff. But didn't you just say you had an attack video done on you? To some extent.
My buddy Leo DS did a attack video on me, and I responded with one on him. This is a new thing we're doing, so enjoy. It's funny.
Awesome. Lanie, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at It's a Laniebird.
Kris?
You could find me on Instagram at Lake Life Mama, and I have a Twitter, but I never use it, and apparently I don't blog anymore. So.
Well, there you go. Ray, where can we find you online?
It's like she just discovered this. Oh, I guess I don't blog anymore.
I just don't blog anymore. Look at that. Something
That's
weird.
a thing.
Oh, that's where that went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find me at on Instagram, Lake Life Artist, or you can also check me out on Facebook. I'm just search for Raymond Andrew, and you'll find art by Ray Andrew, and yeah.
Very cool. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and Facebook at Optimus Gene. Pretty much you find at Optimus Gene, you'll find me online. I'm still in my hiatus, trying to finish up a couple more shows before I get back on the bandwagon. Let me just say, all of the gears are turning. I cannot wait to start building again. For everyone on the site, have a good night.